Welcome to the 13th annual Google Marketing Live. I'm not exaggerating when I say we have made a decade's worth of innovation in the last year alone. Our latest AI models bring us one step closer to true real-time outcome-based marketing. In milliseconds, you get insights that talk to your creative. Your creative talks to your media bidding, and your media talks back to your measurement, and measurement can feed the whole system back as it learns. This was once a distant goal, but you will see how we're making huge strides towards this reality. AI is the best thing that has ever happened to search. It gives search superpowers. It was just a year ago that we introduced AI Mode, which allowed you to have a back and forth conversation with search directly. All these innovations are completely changing the way people search and discover. As people have learned how much more search can do, well, they've started bringing more questions. So much so that last quarter, we saw search queries reach an all-time high. So it's time to acknowledge a fact. Google search is AI search through and through. Now, I don't need to tell you what a powerhouse YouTube is in terms of reach and relevance. YouTube now reaches more than 90% of US adults, and this didn't happen by accident. For more than 2 decades, we focused on staying one step ahead of how the world watches. And today, YouTube is #1 in streaming watch time and has been for 3 years. When a YouTube creator talks about your product, viewers are 13 times more likely to search for your brand and 5 times more likely to buy. These are real results, not just engagement metrics. With YouTube, you can build brands and drive business results across the entire journey. Google and YouTube are present in 82% of all journeys where products or brands are discovered. Some of our competitors will claim that discovery only happens on their social feeds, which frankly is a lovely story for their sales pitch, but unfortunately for them, we brought the data. In 89% of purchase journeys, people use Google and YouTube before the largest social media platform, or they skip that social platform entirely. So please, please, please check the data carefully. Nothing compares to the performance you get from Google and YouTube together. This is the Gemini advantage, and it is your business advantage.
You asked us where search is headed. We're going to show you how to win in this new landscape. Now, we are not just bringing ads to AI search experiences. We are reinventing what an ad is in this context. Now, you can ask Google anything, so the best ads must be answers. These long, complex queries were previously super hard to match with ads. That is not the case anymore. AI Max for search and PMax are unlocking billions of net new searches. Today, we are excited to introduce a new generation of ad formats for search in the AI era. So let's get started with a really new, powerful format in AI mode.
What are some low-maintenance ways to make my home smell amazing? It's a high-quality answer that explains exactly why the diffuser solves my problem.
Let's talk about direct offers. These are incredibly powerful because they give your high-intent customers something exclusive right at the moment they're ready to buy.
And look, I can get a discount if I buy both the duvet set and the matching sheets. That looks pretty good to me.
And also, direct offers can be many different things. It could be discounts, it could be local coupons, custom deals. You just provide the products that you want to include and the promotional rules. And then Gemini will dynamically create just the perfect offer.
Let's check it out. Now, these are shopping ads, but with a major Gemini glow up. The text at the top helps me understand things I should be thinking about. Let's show them Business Agent for Leads. Now, this is an agentic ad that helps you capture leads. Here we see an ad for Rainier Business School, and with an option to ask a question inside the ad. Okay, I see the response, which is informed by what's on the advertiser's website, with an option to talk to the admissions department. And then the form is pre-filled with all of my information, and now I'm a much more qualified lead. So what I love about this first one is how naturally the brand fits into the conversation. It's clearly labeled as an ad, and it's just as helpful as the organic results. This second one connects products recommended in AI mode directly to retailers who have them in stock.
This means you have to really lean into AI AI Max or PMax fully. So this is why we're launching AI Brief. This is the control that you've been asking for. Now think of it like giving an agency a creative brief with guidelines for your campaign. You can share insights, you can tell them more about the brand, the audiences you're trying to reach, and the guardrails to follow, all in conversational language. And the AI brief will interpret what you want and create ad guidelines. It gives you previews so you can refine and make sure it's understanding your instructions properly. Your opportunity to win is right now. Advertisers who adopt AI Max or PMax see 15% more conversions at a similar ROAS. So now let's talk about commerce. For years, we've been building the foundation for what comes next, a world of agentic commerce that works for you. Most recently, we announced the Universal Commerce Protocol, or UCP. This is a new industry standard that we co-developed with an incredible group of founding partners. UCP is a common language connecting agents and merchants effortlessly, so companies don't have to waste time building all this custom code for every new connection. UCP allows your live data, from inventory to account linking to loyalty benefits, to just flow directly to the customer in real time. Yesterday, we announced the Universal Cart. This is a truly intelligent shopping cart, and think of it as your new agentic hub for shopping on Google. It works across merchants and across Google products. You'll now be able to add things to your cart while you're browsing search or chatting with Gemini, watching YouTube, or even just reading your Gmail. And as soon as you add a product to the cart, it just goes to work for you.
Here, you all can see items added from Wayfair and Nike. It tracks pricing changes. It alerts you when item is back in stock. And when you're ready, you can buy directly on Google or take the cart to the merchant website. UCP already powers native checkout on Google, and now we're bringing the same capability right into your ads. We're also bringing the power of UCP into YouTube. And what's new is this nifty Buy Now button. When you click on it, you're taken to the branded checkout screen on YouTube. My shipping and payment information is pre-filled like usual. And once again, all I need to do is click Pay with GPay, and I'm done.
So this will totally change how video ads can drive conversions instantly.
What makes YouTube the best performance marketing platform right now?
Well, it's simple. If you want the best performance on YouTube, you need demand gen in your mix. Now, we look at the performance of advertisers who are just running search campaigns or only running PMax versus those who have added demand gen into their mix. And we see a 10% higher ROAS and 12% higher sales effectiveness.
It seems like these campaigns are driving better and better performance. What's behind that?
It's Gemini. The latest models have supercharged our audience targeting. Demand gen captures billions of moments of real-world intent, not just to match, but to actually predict what customers are going to want next. Demand gen is already powerful because it gets you in front of your customers on our most visual surfaces. So demand gen ads are officially expanding to Google Maps. For those of you that are already using product feeds, you've seen the results. They drive 33% increase in conversions. So we're going to be expanding these product feeds to more places, like tablets. And we're also bringing them to pause ads starting on mobile. We want to put your most shoppable ads where people are ready to shop. We see that adding creator assets to demand gen campaigns increases conversion lift by an average of 20%. So we're making it easier to discover and boost those creator assets. Soon, when you set up your demand gen campaigns in Google Ads, we're going to be surfacing relevant creator partnerships that feature your brand, just like this Get Ready With Me video that's featuring e.l.f. products. If you like what you see, you can easily add them into your campaign. If you also happen to be part of the YouTube affiliate program, then you can take some of those affiliate partnership videos and you can boost them. You can see which creators are driving the most sales, take those affiliate videos and boost them directly in demand gen.
How is this paying off in a way that my CFO will care about?
The truth is that many measurement tools are built off of this legacy concept of clicks. But if that's the way that you're looking at your video campaigns, then you're not seeing the full value, you're not seeing what's really driving sales. One thing that's pretty different about YouTube is that people aren't just scrolling past. They really remember the ads that they see. And sometimes they might see the ad and buy something immediately, but more often, that engaged view kicks off a journey that leads to a sale a little bit later. On YouTube, an engaged view means that someone actually chose to watch at least 5 seconds of your ad. I think demand gen and social campaigns can look really similar to consumers, but for us all as marketers, the measurement is worlds apart.
Yeah, I think there are some platforms out there that are counting every impression as a win for them, which would mean if your customer engaged on a beautiful YouTube ad, blew by something in their social feed, then did a search on Google, clicked an ad and converted, another platform could claim credit for the whole conversion.
Yeah, exactly. Many platforms count every passive impression as a total win for them, which really makes it hard to do apples-to-apples comparisons. And that's exactly why we're launching campaign type attribution. This highlights every conversion that demand gen contributes to, so you can see finally how it's performing alongside all of your other channels.
All right, so we got first party, we got third party. That is the best proof your CFO is going to get, all right? And that is us talking about the ultimate metric here, ROI.
As marketers, you're accountable for both short-term sales and long-term brand equity, and the metric that we use for that is long-term ROAS. Now, the data shows that YouTube drives more than double the long-term ROAS of TV and streaming and paid social.
It's time to talk about creative. We're going to talk about a very specific kind of creative today. It's creatives that drive performance at scale, and it keeps getting better. We've integrated our most advanced models, that's Gemini, Veo, and Nano Banana, into Asset Studio. And this summer, we're adding our latest model, which you just heard about at I/O, Gemini Omni. You also need videos, and a lot of them. First, you choose a narrative. That's going to be the basis of your video content. Next, you get a storyboard. We can see each scene before it renders. You can tweak that storyboard, swap out your scenes, or even change the flow right there.
This is incredibly exciting. As a small team, it's a huge lift to make videos, and they just take too long for us, so I feel like this opens a whole new world for us.
And that is why we're making experiments a standard part of your workflow with one-click A/B testing. All you have to do is select your assets, hit Save and Create Test, and we'll automatically run them against your current top performers to see which one wins.
And as a bootstrap founder, this is really a dream. It's helping us grow, and it also gives us time back to focus on the parts of the business that I really love the most.
Measurement is the competitive edge that powers your AI. Successfully navigating this complex landscape requires a modern measurement playbook. It's anchored on three things. First, data. In a market moving this fast, the rewards of getting your data right compound quickly. In fact, advertisers who build data strength with first-party data see an 11% average increase in incremental ROAS. Second, you need to understand causality. First, attributed branded searches, now available in Google Ads and Google Marketing Platform. Attributed branded searches tracks short-term. This is important. But what about long-term impact? This is why we are introducing a new powerful metric, qualified future conversions. They connect your signals, such as follow-up branded searches, video views, site visit, up to 6 months in advance. This brings us to the third and final point, a unified view. That's where Meridian, our next generation open source MMM, comes in. And for those of you who want a powerful turnkey solution, we are bringing the intelligence of Meridian directly into reimagined Google Analytics 360. This is your new command center for modern measurement.
Last year, we started rolling out agents in our various ad products. But thanks to your feedback, we're moving from a family of agents to one Ask Advisor. Ask Advisor acts as your new team of experts all rolled into one experience. You shouldn't have to have a PhD in data analytics to get the best results. Soon, all you'll have to do is ask. You'll just open up your ads, analytics, Merchant Center, Google Marketing Platform, or any of our advertising tools and start using the Ask Advisor.
So if you remember one thing, and one thing only, I hope it's this. Our Gemini advantage is your business advantage. Marketers like you in this room and on the stream are leading the way on AI transformation. But there is still a really large gap between what the technology can do and what marketers are actually doing with it. So that's why we created the ROI Essentials, and think of these as the must-dos to get you on the right road. I actually like to call them the brilliant basics, but they're really just practical next steps to share with your teams, your agencies, your partners, things that get everyone on the foundational path to excellence.